first thing you do as soon as you get to the campground, take out your power cord, open up this right here, make sure these 3 prongs line up with these 3 prongs, and you put it in and tighten this. Take the other end, this already has a surge protector and it is set up for 30 amp breaker. Now I'm going to hook it up to the garage outlet, which is a dedicated 30 amp circuit, just to show you how to hook it up. 3-prong adapter that we bought at Walmart, and everything should be on. You go inside, unlock the door, and now we're going to do a tour of the inside. First thing you do, as soon as you get in, you check your generator hours. You want to turn on the generator, press this little button that says start and stop. Press it upwards and hold it down until you've got a solid light, and then let it off. These are your tanks. Your LPG, that's your propane, is full. Battery is fully charged. Fresh water is 2/3 full. Black is 2/3 full. Gray is empty. Your water heater should always run on 110 and not on LP gas. When you run it on LP gas, you're using a propane from your generator. So I'm going to turn off the generator. You just click over here, stop, generator goes off. You usually just leave your water heater on 110 volt. Water pump, once you get to your campsite, I usually turn it on. That way you'll have water in the faucets. You take out these, and we put it into one of the drawers. And put it out of the way. Your sink, you have water, cold and hot. Have your AC running, your controls are over here. Once you get to your campsite, you can put it on either high cool or low cool. We usually put it on high cool first, so it cools down the RV real quickly. This is your temperature control, hot, cold. And then you have your vents. You need to keep them closed or open. Stove, backwards, goes on this side, and these are the controls. You turn it on, and this is your igniter. Turn it on. That's your igniter. Turn it on. That's your igniter.
That's the oven.
You gotta hold it on, and your oven will go on. Once it's on, and at whatever desired temperature you want it to be at, once it is on, just let go. Okay, this is the third one. Igniter on. And the reverse is true. Just turn it clockwise and they go off. Before you head on, make sure your oven is also off before you head on out. Otherwise, propane gas will keep on leaking. And when you clean it, just use a damp sponge or a washcloth and clean the oven. No harsh chemicals. Please do not use any harsh chemicals. Microwave. You want to cook something, baked potato, click, and it goes on. Lights. You have lights over here. Step light, awning light, awning light. Okay. Light switches are over here. And there are also light switches here. And here. You also have lights up there. There's a light over there. Then you have your TV. You can run your TV off of HDMI, or you can hook it up to your smartphone. You have your table over here. Control is down here. Press it downwards from here. Make sure you're holding it here. And it goes all the way down. Take out your mattresses. And you have a bed. And the reverse is true. You put your bed sheets on it. Bring plenty of pillows. And this converts into a day bed. The way you bring it back up. Hand over here. And pull. Put it up a little bit. Go down here. Make sure it's all the way up. And then make sure this end goes over here. And your table is fastened. That's how you work the table. You have drawers over here. Cupboard. And over here. You also have a remote up here. Storage. Storage. And storage. And storage. Okay, slide out. Make sure the key is not in the ignition. Slide out switch is over here. And it slides out. And this folds over. You slide it out all the way. Once it is all the way out, take your finger off of the switch, otherwise the motor will burn. Okay, this is your mattress. Comes out this way, and you sleep on it. But before that, you put your linen and your pillows down. You have light switches over here, and you have window blinds over here. Very simple. And the reverse is true. Your AC switch control is over here. We usually leave it on at the very lowest setting to turn on the AC. You have your curtain over here, privacy curtain. You have more storage over here. Your breaker panel is down here. If something flips, you come over here, take off your breaker panel, check your breakers, make sure nothing has flipped. USB ports over here, outlets over here. Bathroom. You have a foot lever over here. When you do number 1, push it all the way down, let it flush. If you're going to do number 2, hold this lever down halfways, not just fill up the water up to here. Take care of your business, and then push it down all the way, flush everything out. Toilet tissue paper, get them from Walmart. I believe they are 8 for $4. Only RV grade tissue paper. Shower, cold, hot. And the shower head is up here. Take your shower. Usually we put a towel down there because water will come out. The towel down there will capture all the water. And then you have light switch over here, fan switch, and down here you have another storage area. Over here also storage area. There's your bathroom. And coming back to the front, you also have storage down here. You have your cushion over here. This flips outwards, comes over here. When the car is in motion, make sure ladder is strapped all the way down. Okay, the way you, once you have your mattress, the cushion on this side, the ladder will come out. This flips outwards. And these go over here. Please, please, please do not use this as a step stool to get up here. If you do, this does break. Once the car is in motion, or before it is in motion, you fold cushion back, ladder goes up here, and like that. Now, some people, and I'm not saying it is safe, I'm not debating whether it is unsafe, but some people they like to keep this cushion over here, and they like to sleep up here while the car is in motion. That is basic. Have I forgotten anything?
Usage of appliances while the generator is on.
Oh yes, when the generator is on, make sure that you have only one thing running at a time, either the microwave or the AC. Now usually when we are traveling, passengers sit over here. AC, we make it blow to the back. You have controls over here. The AC comes to the back. Before we go outside, let me show you the controls over here. Ignition. This is your AC controls over here. Different modes: max AC, normal AC, vent, off, floor, mix, and you have your defrost. This controls the temperature. Radio. This also has a rear view camera. These are the vent controls. We usually leave it to where it goes. The air goes to the back. You have your lights over here, turn signals over here, cruise control, buttons on, off, set your acceleration, and these are your windshield wipers. Let's crank it up. Foot should be on the brake. We never use the foot brake, the emergency brake, unless we're in Colorado or up in the mountains, Big Bend, someplace like that. These are your fan control switches. And like I said, windshield wipers, light switches. Here's the dimmer switch for your lights right over here. Okay, you have more vents over here. And I don't think this USB charger works, but the ones in the back they do. But most people, they have their own, bring your own adapters and chargers. There are plenty of charger ports in the vehicle. And the seats control is down here. And the mirrors, you have to physically go out and adjust the angles of the mirrors for your rear view. And then you have your mirror over here to see people in the back. Before you head out, make sure there's nothing on the counters. And if anybody wants to walk back and forth, go to the bathroom or something like that when the vehicle is in motion, please make sure that you have one hand on something solid, either the countertop or something like that, because the vehicle does sway. And if there are children, try to steady them if they need to go to the bathroom or go all the way to the back so that they don't fall down and hurt themselves. Now we're going to take a break and we'll resume again outside. Thank you. Refrigerator. Once you get to your campsite, turn this switch on. That's running on electricity. Okay, and give it about 6 hours for the freezer to freeze, and the lower portion takes about 2 hours to cool down. You can carry your food in here. You can put a bag of ice in a bucket. It'll keep your food cold or cool, but the less you open it up, the refrigerator doors, when you're in motion, the cooler your food will remain. Okay, now we're gonna go outside. We have finished the tour of the inside. Oh, and the fire extinguisher is down there. God forbid if you have a fire. So now we're gonna go outside. Sewer hoses over here. They stay stored inside this compartment. You have several pieces to it. This goes in to your outlet at the shore campground. This goes in here, and this will hook up over
Over here. Missed it.
I missed it. This is where it hooks up. And you have to watch carefully how I hook it up. Make sure it clicks. Otherwise you'll have stuff leaking all over the place. This is your black. Gray. Pull it out. It'll empty all your gray. On the other side is your black.
Black is right there.
Here's your black. Pull this out. This is your main. Pull it out. It'll drain everything. This drains the gray. This drains from the black. Black has another lever on the other side. And I'll show you that in just a minute. And you put everything back in the bag. When you're through, put it back over here. Water hookup. Come over here. One end goes as your pressure regulator to the short water, and this end goes where it says city water connection. Hooks up over here. You hold it straight and turn the white star. Okay, and that gives you water inside. You have your gas over here. It uses regular gas. We get it either from Shell, Valero, Exxon, Chevron, any of the top tier gas. Okay, propane right here. Propane cap. Here's your meter, and here's your on-off valve. We usually leave it when we're driving. You might want to turn it off. When you get to your campground, you turn it on, and when you go to, you can fill it up at U-Haul or Costco. Usually U-Haul is better because they are available more readily. We usually take it to U-Haul. And that's basically the propane. Before you head on out, if you notice the slide out is a little bit out, make sure it is all the way inside. And
Awning.
And the awning. Let's go and take a look at the awning. Make sure everything you do a walk through, make sure all the doors are closed. Key has to be out of the ignition for the awning to work. Awning goes out with this switch right here. This is the awning switch. You can go all the way out. Make sure there are no obstructions in front of the awning. once you see that white strip, you let off with the awning button. And same thing you do, you reverse, you switch the awning button, and it goes back in. Now please do not use the awning if it is raining, or even if it's a little bit windy. Awnings are very, very delicate and they tear very easily. And at night you've got your awning lights up there. You can put your chairs out here in the evening, sit down, campfire, and make sure it is fully retracted before you head on out. Even if it's slightly out, there's a chance that it'll catch something and break. So please, please, please make sure it is all the way in. And before you head on out, before you turn on that ignition, make sure the awning is in, because we did have a renter whose grandson came in and pressed the awning button, and it was just a little bit out. The whole awning came off. And that's basically it. Thank you.